If you've been paying attention to the internet for the past 3 months, you've seen the rapid increase of discussion regarding the platform wars. Which platform is going to be the future of streaming, the future of content creation? Will it be Kick? Will it be Rumble, Twitch, YouTube, some other website that we don't know about yet? It's all going down. There is so much to talk about on this subject. There's so much motion happening right now with this entire genre, this entire business. The business of streaming has exploded and there's so many deals happening. There's a lot of records being broken and a lot of just general talk, and I'm just gonna throw my hat in the ring. Some hot takes maybe will be shared, but yeah, let's get into it. Let's start with Twitch. Twitch has been failing at almost every turn. Now, they've been seen as the dominant streaming platform for a while. They have the most history behind them. They've had the most success over the long term, but now there's just uncertainty with these new platforms popping up and Twitch themselves making more and more mistakes. To a lot of people at this point, there are far more attractive options to stream on, like Kick. Now, one of these things, and a lot of people argue it's the most important thing, is the revenue split between the platform and the creator. Twitch, for most of its streamers, offers a 50-50 split, meaning you'll get to keep only 50% of the money you get from subscriptions, which is really bad, but people justify it simply based on the fact that Twitch has more traffic to their website, and more people are signed up for Twitch than any other streaming service. So the argument is that maybe you'll make less money per subscription than on another streaming site. You'll actually have the chance to get more subs because more people use Twitch, so it cancels out. But I don't really buy that claim. I feel like if you have a big audience on Twitch and you're like, hey guys, I'm gonna stream over on Kick, depending on how loyal your audience is, and I feel like live streaming audiences are pretty loyal, I'd say at least 75% of them will make the switch to watch your content. And look at the raw comparison between Twitch versus Kick in terms of how much you'll make per subscription. I'm sorry, but just because I can get more viewers on Twitch, I mean, this money, you can't ignore this. Kick is offering a 95-5 split, which literally means just by streaming on Kick, you'll make 45% more money per subscription. So if you move from Twitch to Kick, even if less than 3/4 of your audience moves with you, I'm sorry, but you're still probably gonna make more money. Now, money aside, something that's very attractive about these upcoming streaming platforms, and I'm mainly talking about Kick and Rumble, is the rules, right? Twitch has very strict rules with what you're allowed to say, with what you're allowed to stream, what you're allowed to advertise. There's so many rules. It makes it so that you're kind of in a bit of a box when it comes to streaming. And having a strict rule set is especially a problem for live streaming because when you're live, you just make mistakes. If you're recording a video for YouTube and you think something that you're saying is against terms of service, then you can just take it out of the video and upload it. Whereas if you make a mistake on live stream, they don't really care. They'll ban you. The terms of service for Kick and Rumble are a lot more lenient. I think there will be a lot less cases of BS bans or bans in general, right? If I was to sit down with you and go through the amount of stupid bans that have taken place on Twitch, we would be here all day. So the creative freedom that Rumble and Kick offer, just allowing you to stream whatever you want, really. I mean, you know, within some reason, there aren't no rules, right? Like you can't live stream a torture chamber. But the idea of streaming and getting banned not being on your subconscious is, I'd say, a pretty attractive feature of these platforms. Now, besides that, another big thing that's bringing streamers to either Rumble or Kick are these huge contracts that they're getting. The strategy makes a lot of sense. If you're Rumble or Kick and you want someone to stream on your platform, just pay them to do it. Just say, hey, you're streaming on Twitch, why don't you stream here and I'll pay you a couple $1,000,000. But hold on, it's not just a couple $1,000,000. Some of these contracts are insane. Now keep in mind, before this 2023 platform war, the biggest contract that was given to a streamer to stream on a platform was Ninja to stream on Mixer. Do you remember Mixer? Ninja got paid what was at the time an unheard of amount of money to stream on a platform exclusively, which was $50 million. Well, some big news came out last night, which basically inspired me to make this video, which is that the biggest streamer in the world, XQC, received $100 million in a contract to stream over on Kick. Now, just to put into perspective how much money that is, XQC is getting paid more than LeBron James. LeBron James. LeBron is short XQC by $3 million in his $97 million contract. And XQC is not the only person getting a major payday. All different streamers are getting signed to different platforms, and a lot's happening. Aiden Ross is exclusively streaming on Kick. Mizkif is signed to Rumble. Sneeko actually gets really good numbers on Rumble. He streams there. He gets like 12,000 viewers every time he streams. Pretty sure Trainwrecks TV only really streams on Kick too. Low Tier God keeps getting banned on Twitch for telling his chat to take their own lives, so I think Kick would be a great place for him. He's already got a decent following on Kick. Leafy is here, came back from the dead, and is now exclusively streaming on Rumble. He gets like 2,000 viewers every time he streams there. Also, Jadion, I also think, has a Rumble deal as he streams on there a whole lot. He also gets good views there too. I mean, his biggest video has almost 1 million views on Rumble, which I think is really good. Speaking of huge numbers, Andrew Tate had like 438,000 people watching him live on Rumble, which is absurd. I don't think people really understand how big of a stream that is. I mean, sure, Andrew Tate's not really a streamer in the traditional sense, but those numbers are definitely beneficial to Rumble and the streaming scene as a whole. Anyways, YouTube has been noticeably absent from this conversation because, truthfully, I don't think they've really ever been involved. Listen, YouTube streaming is good. I like it a lot. I'll stream on YouTube sometimes. I think it's a useful tool, right? Like, I already have an audience on YouTube, so if I can go live to that audience, I'll get some viewers. But there's no subscriptions, you know, they don't do subs on YouTube. I mean, they have memberships, but, you know, that's like a whole other thing. And it also seems like YouTube is doing fine abstaining from the platform wars right now. I mean, they're pretty comfortable. They have shorts, they have a lot of money. Why risk anything? Why spend money when you don't know if you're gonna win? They don't really have a dog in this fight. I believe they signed Ludwig. You know, Ludwig, I'm pretty sure he got a contract, but other than that, I can't really think of anybody who was signed by YouTube. I guess some of Ludwig's friends and Ludwig got contracts. That's cool. But anyway, speaking more broadly, like, what is the future looking like? Who's going to win the platform wars, so to speak? Well, I'm just letting you know, I think Kick has a really good chance because A, they have a lot of money because Kick.com is owned by state casinos and state casinos bring in billions of dollars a year from gambling, so they can just spend money on contracts like it's willy-nilly. And that method, at least right now, seems like it's working. I mean, their website literally crashed last night because it had 50 times the normal amount of traffic because of XQC's first stream. And when's the last time you can say Twitch crashed or something happened on Twitch that was really hype-worthy? Like something streamed on Twitch everybody was talking about. I can't really name that time. It seems like there's just so much hype around these other platforms right now, which I guess doesn't really translate into anything tangible, but dude, I feel like you can just feel it. When Andrew Tate gets 438,000 people on a live stream and XQC breaks a website on his first stream, people are gonna notice. Twitch streamers are going to notice. They're gonna see this and be like, what am I doing on Twitch? These platforms have more hype. And depending on how much better these platforms get and how much worse Twitch gets, I think we're gonna be seeing a lot of movement toward these alternative streaming platforms in the coming months. And I'm all for it. I think it'd be very cool to see Kick or Rumble blow up and become the mainstream streaming service. I've always sort of felt that Twitch is very sort of milquetoast, very boring with the exception of like 3 streamers who, those streamers were getting banned, so. And XQC I think is like one of the last very entertaining streamers that Twitch had, and he's gone. You know, 100 mil, that'll make anybody move. So yeah, we'll see where this all goes. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time.